It's believed that a ruby mask is hidden in an abandoned temple city.
Of course.
Somewhere in the Tibetan mountains.
Yep.
We're going to need to climb the mountain trails to find the city.
Mm-hmm.
Press the X button to
Okay,
continue.
so yeah, a Yeti is guarding a mask. I think if I was the abominable snowman, I would also be guarding a mask from Barbie, the explorer. I don't think I would have anything better to do with my time, on account that I am an abominable snowman, and quite frankly, it is a reputation I'm sick of. And here's Barbie, just trying to ruin my day. And I think I too would try to stop Barbie from ruining my day for once.
It looks like a long way down.
It looks like a long way down, even though that one part at the edge is lit up and you can actually see the floor. But other than that, it's a long way down. If we fell down there, that would be a problem. This is a long way down on account that you actually fall down a cliff. And that is somewhat troublesome. Whenever I fall down a cliff, I often go, well darn. This reminds me of that time the crocodile was trying to eat me. Tee-hee. And leave it at that. But, you know, that's just how it goes in the Tibetan mountains, in the Himalayas, in wherever the heck we are. We're over here. Hope that the up button is making us go into the right direction. Oftentimes it is. Sometimes it isn't. But, you know, we are just above cliffs, so it doesn't matter too much if we fall down. Probably doesn't hurt that much. Probably only hurts once. So, yeah, we got that going for us. And, all in all, I think we got this. This bridge looks dangerous. We must traverse it slowly, and then jump because I am lazy. We did it. We can move on. You think that with the amount of gems that we're collecting, even though we're not even really going for them anymore, we could just create our own mask. But no, Barbie needs to steal someone else's mask. She already has stolen 1,000,000 gems and got destroyed by a goat. But no, she needs more. Barbie always needs more. She's never satisfied. She's never grateful for the things she got. And I think I can actually run to the edge of a cliff and then start holding the walk button and I won't actually fall down, and that might actually be a thing. That could actually be pretty useful, but I'm going to ignore that and just jump over everything. We're speedrunning now. We're speedrunning this game for the first time in our lives. Because we've learned a lot from the previous worlds and now have complete control over the barbs right here. And we got this. This is just like our time in Africa. Only now there are goats which push rocks off of cliffs as they often do. I think if I was a goat, and goats, by the way, invented by this game. If I was a goat, I would hang out near very pixelated trees and push rocks down hills as well. That seems sensible. I don't really know what else I would do as a goat, but then again, I don't have that much experience being a goat. Excepting that one time in Goat Simulator, but I don't know if that was actually a very accurate simulation. I'm starting to doubt it actually was, but it probably was actually. Hiking boots, so now we have one shot to do this properly, and otherwise we're just gonna have a really painful day. But it turns out that we just had to hold forward and all the rocks were gone. So we lucked out on that one. The rocks, for once, were not out to get Barbie. Rocks actually sentient in these places. You may not have expected that, but it's the case. Thanks for jumping straight up there, Barbie. Like, that's just one of the great things about Barbie. You can only jump forward once. Or sometimes you just don't. Sometimes you just go wherever Barbie decides to take you that day. And it makes life exciting if you can't predict whether or not you're going to land on something or just fall straight through it. And I think more games should do it like that. Just randomly make things not solid. It's more of an experience that way, because everyone remembers... Like, no one remembers those times where it's like, oh, I did a jumping puzzle and everything went right the first time around and I didn't even fall through a single block at any point. Like, no one remembers that. But with Barbie, it's like, oh yeah, I remember that one time where we fell straight through the platform. That was great and exciting.
Congratulations, you completed the level.
And then we completed the level. And we can press X to continue. So, you know, that's memorable. Like, I already remember this game more than I remember Mario. I don't even remember who that is. Who even is that? Who even made those games? I think it was Sega. No idea who that could be. We're just gonna keep going on. And, really experience this to the fullest on Mountain High, where one tries to get a red mask from a Yeti while doing jumping puzzles at high speeds and getting ourselves slow platforms, the most useless power-up ever put in a video game. And it lasts for over a minute. Of course it does. Still that problem where I can't really properly jump forward. It's great. Like, if you're holding the walk button, then, like, if you hold the walk button and you jump forward, then the next jump will sometimes jump forward, and sometimes it won't. And I don't know how it works. It's an issue that I have to overcome. Also, that platform just didn't fall down at all, so fair enough, I guess. I guess that particular time, we didn't actually need to jump at all. Thank you, slow platforms, for saving the day. But yeah, like, this game, it has exciting camera angles, it has exciting platforms that may sometimes just not work. Phantom platforms, invented by Barbie, and there's gems to collect which seemingly do nothing. There's power-up which slow down platforms for random arbitrary amounts of time. Like, it's great. Everyone should play this game at some point in their lives and say, like, yeah, I was one of the 7 people in the world that actually managed to complete Barbie the Explorer. It was what made me into the person I am today. And, you know, that's a story you can tell your great-great-great-great-great-grandfather at some point during the Christmas party. Like, sometimes the run button stops working. You know, exciting things. It makes it just completely unpredictable. And that's how you make a good game. Hope that, yep, there we go. I was gonna say, like, I hope that platform's not gonna fall down because Barbie decided not to jump forward again. Hooray, Barbie! Good job for existing, you. You make life fun. And exciting. There we go, you managed to jump forward that time randomly. I don't even know how we're gonna get to that platform. It's a mystery, but we gotta explore. Yep. I guess we probably just have to hold forward, because inexplicably that's probably the right direction once again. And we died. So, hope to see you guys in a minute when I've done all that again, because that jump is good. Good jump. Well made. Well, yeah, here we are again. It took probably about 20 seconds to get back to this point, so that pretty good. It gives you a pretty good idea of how good I actually am at this game. So I'm just gonna hold forward and jump. Yep, that's how that's gonna go, isn't it? It's just gonna be one of those days. We're just gonna hold forward, and then Barbie inexplicably is like, "Oh yeah, no, I understand what you mean." It's just random. It's just completely random what direction you have to hold, and it's so good. It's so... And she didn't jump forward that time, so that's neat. You know, thanks. Very helpful. Another exciting example of Barbie being great. In all actuality, though, this is the best game ever made, and I think everyone should give their grandchildren this game for Christmas. I think they'd appreciate it, to have a taste of what it was like back in the day to play video games that weren't quite the same as the good version of the same video game, like Crash Bandicoot, which I haven't actually played. Don't get me wrong, I might be completely wrong in this assessment. Also, my footprints are going through the door. Like, it's very possible that Crash Bandicoot is just a terrible game, actually, and that it plays exactly the same, but somehow I doubt that. Somehow I doubt that's the case for some reason, on account that everyone's usually quite positive about that game. And I never hear people talk about Barbie Explorer, which is weird, because it's a Barbie game, everyone's favorite genre. Barbie is a genre, believe it or not. Barbie invented genres as well, and you know, everyone's like, I gotta get my hands on that, but no one ever talks about it. It's weird. It's very strange. Very strange indeed. There probably is like a whole bunch of enemies I'm missing right now because I'm just running so fast, but that's fine. Our only mission is the famous red mask that is guarded by a Yeti. Also, apparently we are no longer in like a little village place / jumping puzzle. Like, I don't think I'd want to live here. I don't think, if I was a person living in Tibet, I don't think I want to live in a place with this many holes, and apparently an earthquake as well randomly. it would make me feel uneasy, and I don't think I want to deal with such unease. Give me that, whatever it is. Magic torch, good, useful. I'm still not sure what it actually does, but you know, magic torch. Yep, that's the thing. And yep, that's definitely. Oh, there's an arrow pointing to the right here. Maybe that's what the magic torch does. It gives you like access to secret areas that way. That's actually all right, though. I don't know how I feel about it lasting 20 seconds in a place like this, especially since the last time I didn't even see it being activated. But yeah, sure. Magic torch puts arrows on the floor through the magic of magic. Yep. Oh no, it's another bird. There are birds here. Birds are afoot. Or aflight, I suppose. But I saw that bird. It's good. The moment I run. Yeah, there we go. I was oh. Okay, was prepared for the bird. Was not prepared for the random hole in the bridge. Did not actually see that. So, yeah, good stuff. Run. Run as fast as the wind. It's kind of unpredictable whether or not there's going to be a bird, and you don't really have room to look around, so that's cool. But there were a lot of the moment I noticed it was a rickety bridge, it was too late, and Barbie fell to her doom. But fortunately, this is a Tibetan bridge, and Tibet actually invented bridges which repaired themselves when they broke. But only if they're the rickety kind. They were very specific about their bridges, and that's what they invented in the end. Okay, thanks, bird. Cool stuff. Happy about that. I'm glad to be part of your experiment. Apparently that was another rickety bridge, but it fixed itself. And there's a good chance I'm just going to get destroyed by a bird in a second, but we'll see about that in a second, I suppose. Keeps it exciting. Keeps it fresh. Who knows what'll happen? Tiptoes. I think that means I can actually just run over the rickety bridges. Naturally, there's still holes in them, so there's that to consider as well, but at least I can do that now. I'm hoping I'm getting to the end of this soon, because otherwise... Oh, yeah, that's cool. This is a really cool, like, area for people that can't quite see depth very well, because that was very visible. If there's a bird here, then I will have to redo the entire level again. So, looking forward to that. Hoping there's a bird. And, so far, so good. We got this. There we go. Oh my god, that was actually scary. I was on my last life. That could have been a random bird swooping down and make us fall down slightly, which is equal to death in Barbie's lands. And we only have so many chances. And there's only so many Barbie clones you can throw at this place before you just run out, you know? But we did it, and we only have the Yeti now to go. I mean, maybe he just got a bad reputation. Maybe he's not that bad. Yep, this looks fun. This is exactly what I was hoping for when I was thinking Yeti. Are we at the Yeti yet, or are we like a level before it? I'm not sure, actually. This is also fun. More birds. Good. And I guess it's time for good old-fashioned climbing. That bird looked like it was going to hit us, but there wouldn't have been a single way to avoid that from where I was, I suppose. So there's that as well. Not much going on. I mean, I've seen more exciting things. Although apparently we can climb all the way to the right over here, so that's sort of exciting on its own. But, yep, we are definitely climbing up this here mountain. Yep, that's what's going on. There was no opposition to me doing that, so that's nice. I mean, I like feeling safe. That's why I do a game where I will just randomly fall through platforms. That's because I like to feel safe in the end. I have strange needs, but very specifically sometimes games will follow those needs and create wonderful masterpieces like Barbie Explorer times. Now, you may think, gee, Barbie, how are you even climbing these icy walls without any climbing equipment? But Barbie is also known as the X-Man Wolverine. They're actually the same character, believe it or not. They look a little bit different, but that's just the PlayStation 1 not being able to render graphics that well. They are actually... We're playing as Logan right now, and the voice acting is a little bit higher pitched in this game, but that's because they just couldn't they couldn't find Wolverine's original voice actor, he got lost at the time. He was climbing a mountain as well, hilariously enough. So he would have basically been the perfect person to do it. But instead, they found a random woman to just replace him. Which, that's just how it goes sometimes. Like, back then, they were really progressive already, and they just had Barbie replace the roles of Wolverine a lot at the time. You may have noticed it in the television series as well. And that's how Barbie became big. Barbie actually became big through the X-Men series of things. Not a well-known fact, but you can definitely tell your friends about that and very adamantly claim that is the truth, because it is. Is this going to stop me from sliding all over the place here? Oh, it is actually. That's kind of nice. I mean, it's not going to make this any... I mean, it is making it easier, but it's still not easy in any regard. On account that it is just kind of hard to tell where I'm going. Do I even need this platform? I'm pretty sure I don't, actually, but... well, I mean, there is the fact that if I just don't jump, then I will just fall down as well, and there's that to consider, but... yeah, I don't think I actually need to step on the rickety platform over here, as long as I manage to do a jump. Which, so far I haven't, which is sort of impressive, because I have actually been holding the walk button, which so far has worked in me not falling down, but it has randomly stopped doing so. So, yeah, good. There we... Okay, yep, that doesn't quite make it. So, alright. Went through everything there, so that's nice. We'll get there, though. I do enjoy the idea of having to do all that climbing again, though, because that was probably my favorite part of the game so far. Climbing for long periods of time is actually one of my favorite hobbies in the world of Barbie games. Especially when the climbing only revolves holding up for a long time. That's actually the best. Oh, and that platform was actually too close, so we have to do that entire jumping sequence again. So that's cool. I don't really remember how I did this one, but it's sort of just hoping. It's just blind hope and believing in myself, largely. It's also great that I can't really, like... I'm not even sure what I'm trying to say here. Either way, this is my last chance, and if I die here, I'm probably gonna cry. I'm not gonna lie, that is probably actually gonna make me cry very loudly. Alright, we're here again. I believe this time around we got the chops required to do this right here. I'm looking forward to it, personally. I was kind of hoping we would get here again, because I do enjoy this jumping puzzle over here. I mostly just enjoy like jumping puzzles which are entirely reliant on believing in yourself, and that's kind of how I feel this particular jumping puzzle is. It's just hoping against a lot of odds being against you that the controls work, and that's maybe a little bit too much to ask. I mean, I have to basically stand still there, because if I don't, then I will just oftentimes not jump forward. If I just hold forward and try to run and jump, it most of the time doesn't work, so that's cool. That time I had a little landing, which is nice. Means I couldn't jump at all, and it just dropped my input, so cool stuff. We have another shot at this. Cool. Slowly but surely we will get to this single platform over here. And how about we just try to jump twice in a row? How about we try doing that? Just mash the jump button. There we go. We have basically just done the impossible. I'm pretty sure that's slow platforms, and I'm not going to bother with it because it's boring. I don't want to be bored anymore. I'm playing this game for the excitement and the fame at the end. Also, we're not at the boss yet, by the way. I thought I was at the boss. I thought we were at the Yeti, but we were not. We were not there at all. Like, we can do this without slowed down platforms easy peasy. I mean, we can just clip through the platforms easy peasy. So we don't... Look at that. Look how easy that was. Look how easy it was to just go through that platform anyway. So we don't need no slowed down platforms. We can just go through walls. And again, if we just believe in ourselves, we got this. It just requires us to remember when to let go of buttons and when to hold buttons. And that is a pretty natural video game staple of things, really. So, just use our knowledge of prior video games, and using that, we can ascend this mysterious mountain that we're somehow climbing. Again, Tibet learned a lot from Egypt and Africa in general. in making their floating platforms and used it to ascend various mountainsides. I don't know what she just said. I tried to stop talking, but it wasn't in time. No. Oh. Well, that's too much for me to remember. Something like this? I think I did that wrong. This is too hard for me. Okay. No! Why? Alright. Let's just walk. And then we walk again. Because otherwise we're accidentally just going to touch the middle thing. There we go. Explorers Supreme is what we are. If anyone's exploring, it's Miss Barb's. Like, you wouldn't think that slightly bluer tiles would be enough to end Barbie. But yep, allergic to blue, as it turns out. Real problem in Tibet. They invented... Okay, like yeah, Tibet invented platforms which only like they invented a certain shade of blue which just clashes with Barbie's outfit so much that it ends her. Yeah, so it's a real problem in Tibet for Barbie. This is also a bit of an issue on account that it's just like perfectly too fast for me. So yeah, good stuff. Just mash the jump button, hope, believe you can do it. Oh. Game is just one excitement to the next. We just walked into a bell that rings forever. A common thing you'll find in Tibet, actually, like bells that just ring forever to block you from continuing. That's how the monks train. That's how monks train their reflexes and their general athleticisms. Because you can't just dodge a bell. That's impossible. Only the finest monks can do that. But then there's Barbie, who has trained with the Tibetan monks to acquire the skills required to do these things. The only thing she'd never quite got the hang of was not jumping straight up. That's still a real problem for Barbs right here. But other than that, she got it. She got the skills to pay the bills. If Barbie had bills to pay to begin with. Let's see if we can do this. Nope, still just jumping straight up. So cool stuff. Just gotta believe in ourselves and hope that the game believes with us as well. And I just touched the water. Water obviously destroys you as well. Water not good against plastic. There we go. Holding the walking button is actually what's destroying us every single time we try to jump twice in a row, because then you'll just always seem to jump straight up, I think. But simultaneously, it's actually quite hard. Not. Oh, this is awful. This will end us. I can see the end. The end is here, and it lives on in really fast spinning platforms. This is a sensible spot for the slow platform power-up. Why? Why is it too close? If you're already gonna have this right here, why would you make it too close? Why? I hate this more than you could possibly imagine. Okay, we got this. We can do this. I do not believe in myself even remotely, but we can do this. That was the most wrong direction, but other than that, we got this. I am trying to get to the middle of the platform, and you think that to be easier, but no. We got this, though. Trust me. In just any second now, I will understand this jump, because it does not at all reflect. Like, the buttons I'm pushing do not really seem to reflect the actions on screen very well. And I just jumped straight up by accident, but I think it just saved my life. Oh my god, that is probably the proudest gaming moment I've ever had in my life. Just by far. By at least a million. By at least a million moments. I've not probably even had a million moments, but if I had a million moments, all of them would be overshadowed by what I did just now. Because, oh my god. I mean, step 2 is figuring out how this lever works. There we go. It's specifically... Alright. Yep. That's cool. I mean, yeah. Let's try that again then. I mean, it's nice that it only works from like a really specific angle as well. That's cool. That's the good stuff right there. But we got this. Let's just ignore that platform. Not even touch it. It was treacherous. And I want to see what's up here. What is up here? What's hiding from me over here? I can see the bird that was just going crazy over here.
Wow,
Look at...
what a magnificent peacock.
I very briefly thought it was the peacock making that noise. I was like, what? But no, it was just Barbie speaking. I often confuse peacock noises with Barbie speaking in this game, so you know how it happens. But we did it. We got past the peacock by using Tibetan floating platforms in the sky. Can we please, Barbie? I'm stuck in the... Alright. There we go. I cannot jump off this platform. I cannot actually jump off this platform. That is incredible. Of course we cannot jump off the platform. What was I thinking? Why would that be a thing that worked? Of course peacocks don't stop you when you're walking. Many questions answered by common sense. Of course not. Of course not. Alright, let's do this. We did not touch that one platform. So we get to wait on account of that games. Because I'm guessing these are like the perfect speed to mess me up. Yep. I'm pretty sure that bell just made everything active there. Jump, jump, jump. Oh my god, I'm amazing twice.
That's another level. Press the...
That's another level complete. If I get less gems, it takes less long for me to be able to do anything. So, arguably, it would be better for me to never collect anything ever. And I'm considering it on account that... this game. I'm considering it on account that I will be done with this game sooner if I do so. And that is a pretty valid reason to me. And the Yeti looks about as terrifying as the snake that we fought previously, which is a little bit worrying, because the snake destroyed us repeatedly, and he's throwing an infinite amount of giant snowballs, as an abominable snowman would do. I mean, that's what I would do, I think, if I were known. Thanks, Barbs. That one's too big. That one's too big. Let's try that again. And get behind the wall. I guess we have to hide in one of the alcoves. I'm glad she says that, like, as we're in the alcove. I mean, really? Why is this game actually this hard? I mean, does this game actually need to be this hard as it is right now? Because I feel like that is not necessary for a game that's made for the children. Maybe I'm just spoiled by new games. It's entirely possible that that's the case. Because it seems like new games do not give me this much trouble. Also, it seems that he's given up with the big snowballs for some inexplicable reason. And we scared him off by being Barbie, I suppose. And we cannot go into his cave. We did it! We got the 3 things, but our game progress is not yet at the end. What could it possibly mean? Maybe there's more to this than meets the eye. I guess we're gonna figure that out in just a second. What will it mean? What now? Where are we going?
Use the left and right. Africa. Babylon.
Babylon? Alright.
Okay.
We are
Let's
going
find
in search
Babylon.
for Babylon.